What's up, Dolphin fans? What's up, NFL fans? What's up, Finstock Nation? In today's video, we're going to go ahead and cover the need for the Dolphins to figure out the offensive line. Yes, the Dolphins have two building blocks that are there in Patrick Paul and Brewer, and those are the two building blocks, I would think. And yeah, I don't think that, but they need to fix at least three other positions to the offensive line. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you the article, and I'll go ahead and give you my thoughts on the article. And I believe that the Dolphins will eventually go out and draft to an offensive line and a guard, or two guards and try to make a guard and off tackle. We'll see what happens with that. But let me go ahead and read to you the article. This article is from the Sun Sentinel. The Dolphins O-line has two building blocks with much else to be figured out. And this has been a problem for over 25 years, the Finstock family and Dolphin fans, and you know that. This article is written by David Veronis of the South Florida Sun Sentinel. The Miami Dolphins have two building blocks on the offensive line, and now we'll look to solidify the rest of the unit. Early in new general manager John Eric Sullivan Sr., center Aaron Brewer, and left tackle Patrick Paul were both acquired by the previous regime in the 2024 season. Brewer as an under-the-radar free agent, and Paul in the second round of that draft. Both are now anchors on the line and give Sullivan a 40% solidified group, with a chance more of it to come together. With 11 picks in this month's draft and 7 in the first 3 rounds, Miami is likely to pick up rookie offensive linemen with those selections. A potential future right tackle could be found in the draft, or viable guard options. With 11, I already said that. Brewer, who was second team All-Pro selection last season, has become one of the all-around best centers in the game. Sullivan called him one of the 3 core building blocks in a conversation with the South Florida media at the NFL annual meetings in Phoenix last week. With 1 year left on his current contract, Sullivan has Brewer in a category with running back Devon Achane and linebacker Jordan Brooks as players he wants to strike extensions with later in the offseason. Paul might be right there with them. I bet not yet a player eligible for an extension. After his second professional season, after taking what was essentially a redshirt season as a rookie behind former Pro Bowl left tackle Gerard Armstead in 2024, Paul proved more than capable of handling the role. And now with the Dolphins transitioning at quarterback from the left-handed Tua Tagovailoa to Malik Willis, Paul will be tasked with protecting the blind side of the quarterback as left tackles normally do. Everywhere on the offensive line, there are question marks. At left guard, Sullivan inherits Jonas Savaiinaea, whom the Dolphins traded up in the second round last year to draft. Yeah, Jonah is a little rough on the edges still, and who knows if he could be developed. Savaiinaea can be the first to tell you he's got to be more consistent. Sullivan said last week, as the rising second-year blocker out of Arizona looks to rebound from a rough rookie season. Hofley couldn't give a definite answer on whether he would stay on the left side or go back to right guard, which he played in college. But Sullivan seemed to slot him at left guard the way he went down the line in analyzing different blockers. The Dolphins' offensive player with the longest active tenure on the roster right now is right tackle Austin Jackson, after he returned on a restructured deal. We're excited to get him back. He's got to stay healthy, Sullivan said of Jackson, who missed 11 games last season due to a toe injury sustained in the opener. The Dolphins GM noted the team will have a competition at right guard. Former Los Angeles Charger offensive lineman Damari Slayer was brought in free agency, and he will get a crack at that job after finding success as a versatile lineman who had spot duty at both guard and tackle with the Chargers. Ahead of the draft, Miami established some depth on the line with the offseason addition of Charlie Heck, who can serve as a quality swing tackle capable of filling in on each side. The Dolphins previously redeemed like 2024 undrafted free agent Andrew Meyer enough to make the active roster his first season. Although he didn't play, he was then sidelined for much of last year with a preseason injury, but made his debut in Week 17 start for Brewer. He will have to earn his way with a new coaching staff as a backup center who can also play guard. Other offensive linemen on the roster who will be vying for roster spots are Keon Smith, Braden Daniels, Josh Prevey, and Carter Warren. Yes, both the trenches on both sides need to be rebuilt, except for a couple pieces, like stated before, Aaron Brewer and Patrick Paul. Savaianaya, the jury's still out on him because he needs to have better movement and actually block better. And the only solid or veteran defensive lineman, that the Dolphins have on the defensive line with good statistics is Zach Zeller. And we have some young guys like Biggers and some other young guys, but the defensive line and offensive line are key to winning championships. Offense and explosiveness win you games. Defense and offensive line win you championships. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments and share this out so we can continue to grow the Finstock family. And like always, stay positive, stay on your guide, and go. We'll see you next episode. Peace.